For most of us, high school was a weird time.
How do you do, fellow kids?
And if you played football, then it probably took place on an outdated sticker patch with one grandstand. Such isn't the case for these upcoming high school fields where multi-million-dollar budgets result in outrageously opulent stadiums that are better than many college stadiums. Yes, this is where teenagers play. Get ready to see some sick high school football stadiums, and that's coming up right after this. This video is sponsored by Football Head Coach. You're probably asking, what is Football Head Coach? Well, it's officially licensed by the NFLPA, and it's a football management game where you and I can build our rosters with our favorite players. Now look, you start out with a roster that's pretty cheeks. Yeah, I lost my first game, but fret not, you can complete challenges, buy players in the transfer market, or the best way, buying and ripping packs. I kept grinding and I finally got Cam Hayward an overall 89. Now it's time to adjust my roster, set my tactics, and see if we made any improvement. Hell yeah, we did. Look at that. I smoked that fool. There's also a weekend league you can unlock and earn amazing rewards. Don't forget, you need to qualify during the week to compete in the weekend league. So here's the QR code to download Football Head Coach, or you can follow the link in the description. Have fun building your roster on Football Head Coach. The Star, Frisco, Texas. Open in 2016, the Star in Frisco, Texas is one of only 2 indoor high school stadiums in the country, the other being the Round Valley N-Sphere in Arizona. The Star's opulence stems from the fact that it also doubles as the Dallas Cowboys practice facility, even though Frisco is about 45 minutes north of Dallas. Not only is the Star an impressive facility, but the surrounding area has also been built up as a mini Jerry World with nearby restaurants, office buildings, and hotels. The Star also has multiple playing surface options as the markings and end zones can be changed out depending on the event. Frisco ISD holds games at the Star, but only 2 per weekend, as there are 12 schools in the district, and the schools likely still have their own facilities to host games. Still pretty impressive that an indoor stadium that is this nice hosts high school games. Mosquite Memorial Stadium, Mosquite, Texas. If this were a D1 college football stadium, it would be kind of average, but this is a 19,400 seat high school stadium. Renovated in 2016, Memorial Stadium in Mosquite, Texas is the home field for West Mosquite High School and also serves as a neutral site for games within Mosquite ISD. It's also in the shadow of the huge KEOM radio tower in the south end zone. The stadium has a large jumbotron press box and multiple large concession areas. Paul Brown Tiger Stadium, Massillon, Ohio. This might be the plainest stadium on this list, but Paul Brown Tiger Stadium is a high school field where the stuff of legends are made from. The stadium is named after Massillon, Washington High School alumni Paul Brown and has a seating capacity of up to 19,000. What's crazier than the size of this high school stadium is the adjacent Paul L. David Training Center, an 80,000 square foot indoor facility for high schoolers to practice in. It was opened in 2008, so for over 15 years, a high school had a nicer practice facility than the Bengals. Paul Brown Stadium was opened in 1939 and also hosts OHSAA district and state championship playoff games. Astound Broadband Stadium, Midland, Texas. Really? A high school football stadium with a naming rights deal. Get used to it. Well, this is a shared facility in Midland, Texas that opened in 2002 and is the host of 2 high school football teams, Legacy High School and Midland High School. It looks like in the main area here underneath the press box, they actually have real folding seats, which is way better than having to bring that dorky temp seat to the game. Looks overall just a solid stadium, especially for high school football. Children's Health Stadium at Prosper ISD, Prosper, Texas. Okay, now we're getting a little ridiculous. This stadium was opened in 2019 and at the time had the largest video board of any stadium in the state of Texas. It holds 12,000 spectators and was built with a budget of $53 million. This is a public school, people. What's even more insane is that in 2023, the city of Prosper voted against an even bigger $94 million stadium. Children's Health Stadium, yes, another high school arena with a naming rights deal, is the home field for nearby Prosper High School. They also have an on-site X-ray facility. Insane. Prosper is a suburb north of Dallas-Fort Worth. Stadium Bowl, Tacoma, Washington. Okay, not the opulent or wildly engineered stadium like many on this list. The Stadium Bowl in Tacoma, Washington is still the stuff of legends. First of all, this view of Commencement Bay in the background is absolutely sick, and the nearby Stadium High School looks like something straight out of a Harry Potter book. Yes, it's called Stadium High School. Theodore Roosevelt once gave a speech here. The seating area fans out because they used to play baseball at the stadium, and it has been ruined and condemned multiple times since its opening in 1910, including a flooding issue in 2015 that got the stadium closed for a whole year. Games returned in 2016, and the movie 10 Things I Hate About You was also filmed here. I love you, baby. Though not as architecturally sound as the others on this list, the Stadium Bowl is definitely a must-see high school football field before you die. Cy-Fair FCU Stadium, Cypress, Texas. It's wild that HOK Sport, the same firm that designs almost every major stadium in sports, designed this multi-purpose facility in Northwest Houston. Cy-Fair FCU Stadium sits next to the Barry Center, a huge indoor convention and events venue. The stadium has a multi-story press box seating for 11,000 fans, indoor restrooms, and a large jumbotron. The stadium serves Cypress-Fairbanks ISD, which has about 12 schools in it. And what's even more insane is that there is another 12,000 seat stadium within the district called Ken Pridgeon Stadium. Texas just loves their high school football. McKinney ISD Stadium, McKinney, Texas. Now we're just about bordering on the ridiculous. No, this is ridiculous. This is seriously a D1 college level stadium placed in a Dallas suburb. Opened in 2018 and built for $70 million. This is a shared facility for 3 high schools: McKinney, McKinney North, and McKinney Boyd. Real original there with the names. This is so atypical for a high school field. It has a fully enclosed architecture, wide open concourses, a college level press box, and an absurdly large jumbotron, and an adjacent event and convention center. It seats 12,000 people and hosts NCAA Division II championship football games. Freaking wild. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium, Canton, Ohio. Okay, this one is a bit beyond that of a high school football stadium, but nonetheless, its primary and main function is prep school football. Originally built in 1924, this place used to be called Fawcett Stadium, but in 2014, former Saints owner Tom Benson donated $11 million to upgrade the field, so they naturally renamed it after him. That's how things work in the real world. The stadium reopened in 2016 is next to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but also right next to McKinley High School, the chief rival of Massillon High, who appeared earlier on this list. And if you think this stadium looks NFL caliber, it is, as it hosts the annual Hall of Fame game, which is the first preseason game of the year and coincides with the induction of that year's Hall of Fame class. Several other high schools also use the stadium, which seats 23,000. Bishop Sycamore famously played IMG Academy here. A game in 2016 was canceled because they used improper paint on the field, and this year's Hall of Fame game was cut short due to lightning. In 2020, they lost the game due to COVID, and in 2011, the game was canceled because of the lockout. Seriously, is this place cursed? Again, for a high school stadium, this is outrageous, even though it's not completely funded by the school district. Eagle Stadium, Allen, Texas. Now this one is absolutely insane because it is a stadium that is used primarily by one high school and is not shared. Eagle Stadium in Allen, Texas was opened in 2012, and even though it suffered some concrete cracking issues in 2014 and had a temporary closure, it's still one of the most opulent high school stadiums ever to be built. Seating for 18,000. Seriously? That's like the entire town. This was built for $60 million. I guess it's worth it. The school has won 4 state championships since Eagle Stadium opened and had a 51-game winning streak from 2012 to 2021. And now, for our last stadium on this list, Melissa High School, Melissa, Texas. This one has been circulating the internet since it opened in August of 2023, as Melissa High School built a $35 million stadium with a capacity of 10,000 for a school with an enrollment of just 1,300 students. This stadium features luxury suites and has actual classrooms underneath it. The whole high school is wildly overbuilt as it is on the edge of the suburbs of Dallas. For a public school with an enrollment that small, this is pretty crazy. I guess you can't beat that combination of Texas money and sports. Please don't forget, I have a separate stadium channel called 5 Point Stadiums. I will be uploading over there again soon. I promise. Please subscribe. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to my next video.